Hi there and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how to download sound packs in Logic Pro and also how to save them onto an external drive. This video was taken from my complete Logic Pro course where I cover the essentials and much more for music production in Logic Pro. If you're interested in the full course, you can check it out via the link in the description below. Alright, so let's begin. Okay, so let's first go to the sound library. We can do this by going to Logic Pro in the top left and then going down to Sound Library. Here we can download individual sound packs. We can click on each pack here, for example modular melodies, and this will give us a description and some information including the size of the sound pack. We can also preview these sounds here as well. So we can download this by just clicking Get. If you've already downloaded a sound pack, it will say installed. And we can click on this and then click delete if we wish to remove this. If you want to download all of the sound packs, you can do this by going to Manage Packs in the top left, and then click on Get All for all available packs. You can also download and delete the individual packs here as well, and you can also delete all. However, for me, I want to download all of the available packs, but I want to save them on an external SSD. I use this external drive for music and sample libraries. Currently on my Mac, I don't have much hard drive space left, so I don't want to install this additional 40 plus gigabytes internally. So let me show you how to do this as well, in case you want to download all of the sounds, but you don't have much space on your Mac's SSD, and you want to save them to an external drive. Just be aware that you need to have your external drive plugged into your Mac when using these sounds in Logic Pro. If this is an issue, you may prefer to save the library to your Mac's internal drive. I do recommend using an external SSD rather than an external HDD, as it will be much faster and more reliable. Something like a Samsung T7 or SanDisk Extreme should be fine, but be sure to do your own research based on your budget and the size you require. Also, after the date of recording this video, there may be better options available as technology is constantly improving. Okay, so let's set this up now. First of all, make sure you have your external drive plugged in and that it's formatted so you can use it with your Mac. Now let's find the current sound library location by going to Logic Pro in the top left, and then go to Settings and General. And then in General, click the Sound Library tab. And now down here, select Show in Finder. So you can see that the location is in my Music folder. So Mac, User, Username, and Music. This is where Logic Pro will save this by default. Okay, now let's copy this. We can use the key command, Command-C to copy. Now I'm going to create a new tab by pressing Command-T. Now in this new tab, I'm going to select my external SSD, which is this one here. You can paste this into a folder, but I'm going to paste it directly into my SSD. So I'll paste this with Command-V. Depending on the size of your Logic Pro library, it can take some time. Okay, now I'm going to delete the Logic Pro library bundle from the Music folder, as it's now being copied to my SSD. So let's go back to this tab here, and then I'll delete this from the Music folder. So right-click and select Move to Bin, or we can drag this over to the trash. Okay, let's now go back to Logic Pro. You can see this pop-up has appeared saying Logic Pro cannot find the Logic Pro library bundle. Please locate the bundle or create a new empty one in the default location. So for this, let's click Locate. Now let's go over to my external SSD, and I'll select the Logic Pro library bundle here. So select this, and then press Open. If we go back to the settings, we can see the location of the Logic Pro sound library is now on my external SSD. Let's now close the settings, and now I'm going to download all available sounds. So let's click on Manage Packs, and under All Available Packs, I'm going to click on Get All. This pop-up appears saying all these packs require an additional 40.79 gigabytes. So make sure you have enough disk space before you download. But for this, I'm going to click Continue. However, if you want to save space or you think there are some packs you won't use, you don't have to download all available packs. You can just download individual ones instead. Downloading all available packs may take a while, maybe up to an hour, depending on your internet speed, but it may be much quicker if you have a fast connection. You'll see the progress for each individual pack, and you can see the progress for all of the packs over here on the right. Okay, so I'll pause the video now and come back once everything has downloaded. Okay, so I've now downloaded all available packs. However, you may notice when we scroll down, we do have some compatibility packs here that haven't been downloaded. These are not included when you download all available sounds. These are mainly for older projects, but they're available if you need them. For now, I'll leave these as they are, and I won't download them. Okay, let's now close the sound library. Now if I open up the loop browser by pressing this button here or by using the key command O, you can see we have many more loops. Now if I open the library by pressing this button here or by using the key command Y, you should notice there are many more instruments and presets available. So I do think it's worth downloading all available sounds if you can, as it gives you a lot more sounds to work with in your projects. As I said, if your Mac has enough hard drive space, you can download it directly on your Mac, but if you don't have enough space, I do recommend downloading it to an external SSD drive. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found it useful. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, and if you want to learn Logic Pro in a lot more detail, I do recommend checking out my complete Logic Pro course, where I cover Logic Pro in depth. You can access this via the link in the description below. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.